Mike here again with another episode of 7 Days in 1.81. As we left off, it was a short episode because I kept dying and having to come back. Hopefully I resolved the problem by sleeping in a bed for the full night, and I've added more blocks around it, so I shouldn't be blocked. Should get that error state in me telling me that your bed's blocked. So anyways, I'm gonna migrate stuff out. And I think this episode we're going to explore. We tried to do caving and that kind of bombed out. I apologize also in the last few episodes that I kind of felt it was more kind of down with, down on the weather type. I kind of am. I was sick and it was just kind of, you know, you get sick and it's just, you don't really feel up to power to anything. So, let's get ready to do, make some armor. Yeah, I will apologize now if there's any issues with like mouse clicking. I happen to have to replace my mouse. It's starting to go out. I'm using a spare mouse that I have. My original one went out. So, yeah. Again, apologies on that. And, well, let's wait for this iron to smelt up because we need the armor. And like I said, we're going to explore, hopefully find a new cave that'll lead us to somewhere. And the last few episodes of this won't just be me derping around on top of the map and actually getting you down the cave towards diamond level. Let's make some armor now. So, you're going to need 24 pieces altogether. I have 24 at the moment, but that's that. An iron, a chest plate, and some boots. I don't have enough for a helmet yet, or pants. I have enough for a helmet now, so we can make a helmet. But the way I did that was actually a speed way. If you want to get, get quick at doing your stuff, you can do it that way. And I ran out of fuel. Shove the rest of the coal in there. So I'll have iron for days, as you can see. I had like almost a stack of iron, or iron, and we'll make a couple iron pickaxes too. It's got so much iron, we're not gonna have to worry about it. And we'll go check on the wheat field while that's smelting down. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I know I am. Let's see. Zombie flesh. Nope, our crops are slowly growing. Now I could take some bone meal to that. Yes, I'm aware. And I hope you will be aware of that too. Let's just show you how that works as well. Piece of bone. Take a couple pieces of bone. Take 3. I said a couple, and my mouse says, "Oh, you want a couple? I'll give you 3." Ha ha ha! Troll, troll, troll. Let's come back over here. And we'll, just like fertilizer, you pop it right on top and makes the plants grow big and tall. You come over, you click on it, destroy click. You'll get a seed back. Sometimes you get more than one seed, and sometimes you won't get any seeds. So keep that in mind. And we'll put the wheat there. Pick up the whatever fell out. Hopefully not destroy our crops. Okay. What's wheat good for? Well, wheat's good for, like I said, taming sheep, getting sheep close to you, taking it back to a little place where you can call it home. If you give them a piece of sheep, they'll get the lovely hearts. And if you do it to another sheep, they will mate and make a baby. So I move my drop key. So that's one use of wheat. Another use is if you have 9 pieces of wheat, you can put it in a crafting table and make a hay bale. If you don't have 9 pieces of wheat, it's not going to do you any good. Or you can make bread. 3 pieces of wheat in a line makes you bread. Bread's like a food item, and it gives you a certain amount of hunger haunches back and saturation as well. But you won't see the saturation because it's invisible. So let's finish making up our armor. We need pants. There we go. And then I'll make a couple pickaxes. an iron right now. One and a two. Pick up all the sticks. Chuck all that in there. Not that in there. Let's go adventuring. See if we can find ourselves a new cave. Just gonna go out in this direction and just keep going until I find something that looks good. And I need my 6 back. I just realized that. I have no arrows, but arrows are always easy to get. I'll take the sticks and the wood. Yep. That's all I need. Okay. I'll head on out. Yeah, I could have chopped some trees down along the way, but I'm not that far away from home. So, and off we go. Wheat also works on cows. Doesn't work on pigs. You need carrots for pigs, to breed the pigs and and bring the pigs home. Chickens need seeds for both breeding purposes and for luring purposes, which is kind of weird. You can breed a chicken to make a chick, but you can also get chickens from eggs. And I guess that kind of is the concept of one of the chickens being a male and one of them being a female, and they fertilize the eggs. So one of the eggs happens to be fertilized, I guess. It's a video game. Don't think too much into it. Horses. If you come across horses, horses need golden items, golden carrots and golden apples for breeding purposes. Bunnies. Bunnies love carrots, just like all bunnies. They're not tameable, but you can lock a bunny up in a home. You'll fence it off and name tag it so it won't despawn, and you have yourself a bunny. Let's check out this little area here. It's nice and dark. See where this leads to. Nowhere. Oh, wait, I was wrong. Give me this back. Double click. Damn it. And it leads to a roundabout of nowhere. Should have probably made another. As you can see, compared to me playing this without armor, I'm actually living a lot longer. Iron armor is the top tier. Second to top tier, excuse me. Diamond, it goes iron, it goes, excuse me, leather, gold, kind of, if you want to use gold. And then there's chainmail, which is hard to get, but you can get it from drops. Then you got iron, and you got diamond. Diamond's the top tier. This looks promising, and it leads to nowhere. Or not promising. Okay, so pop out of here and go. Keep searching. Clear ourselves a way out. And we're in a foresty looking area, so it'd be kind of hard to maneuver. These type of flowers, these are double flowers, lilac, and they grow up. You can actually bone meal these. In fact, I got a bone here I can show you. Okay. And every time you bone meal it, instead of it growing up, it gives you the same flower. So roses do that. Anything that's too tall, I like to say too tall flowers, will do that for you. And roses, which used to be roses on the ground like the dandelions over there, which became poppies, give you 2 red dye instead of 1, and all you have to do is plant that in your farm and just come over with bone meal and just bone meal the heck out of it, and you have rose red forever. Lilac, I think, is purple or light purple or something like that, or pink. I don't dye much stuff hardly, but yeah, you can do the same thing with that. And the sun appears to be going down. As I said, these are the peonies, or poppies, I should say poppies. Okay, the hitbox is kind of weird on that. That gives you 1 red dye. So we're going to continue off, moving around. Hopefully find something like a ravine, or a nice looking cave to go into for the night. And it appears we'll be going into a dark forest, darkwood oak, which is one of the beautiful trees in this game. I think I like the wood when you use it to build things with. It's a nice, dark, beautiful wood. Kind of like it more over than, yeah, the birch. Not really a fan of the birch. Let's see, where does the yeah, we're not gonna head back to home. It's be a long trip out. If we die, we die. Be kind of hard to come back here. So we'll just go through here. This is kind of dangerous. These dark forests are dangerous because during the day they can spawn mobs because of the light levels below the trees. Just like jungles can do the same thing, they can spawn all sorts of mobs in there. So traversing it can be a bit dangerous. So keep that in mind if you go through this. Compared to jungle, the best mode of transportation through this dark forest is actually on top of the leaves, um, because monsters won't spawn on the leaf on top, and easier traveling. Cause see, so dense in here, you could just do this. And you're less likely to get attacked because everything's underneath you, not on top. Let's keep going. Take a lot of damage there. That's okay. Let's equip our weapon here. See if we can find a nice looking cave. Been saying that for the last 5 or 6 caves we found. A bit lag there. I believe that was lag. Okay, there we go. Eliminate them. And there's the roses up there. That's, as I said, they do that duplication with bone meal. Got some iron there. And it just kind of loops up that way. Let's see what's this way is. And let's stop, make some torches. Okay, 64 torches out of that. Give us a double torch. Ah, here we go, one ravine. This is nice. Ravines are good places, and I see a mine shaft. So we're going to head down here and head into the mine shaft. A bit dangerous, but it is what it is. So let's find a good way down. Mine shafts are kind of a pain in the ass because you have to light both sides in order to, stop the spawning if you live near one of these things. But, yeah, let's get into this. Just gonna mine down, staircase down. Place a torch. I like that positioning of that torch. There we go, that's much better. It's all about your inventory space, so when you either number key to it or glide and roll to it, it's a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to take a stop here. I'm going to come out here a bit. Let's see where I'm at, level-wise, elevation to the ground-wise. So go down here. It's also kind of dangerous because you can get shot by skeletons. And we're in. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Mine shafts. They have, well, just like a normal mine shaft, there will be tracks in there which you can collect. Good source of collecting tracks is actually water, not using your pickaxe because it destroys durability on a pickaxe. But there are occasionally chests in here, and the lower you get down, the more likely you'll get to diamonds and stuff. You can find diamonds in the mine shaft. Unlikely enough, the previous owners of the mine shafts didn't mine everything up. Another thing to keep in mind is spawners. There are actually spider spawners in here, but they're not the normal spider spawners where you think it's a big giant spider. They're actually little tinier spiders, which are poisonous. So if you decide to come in here, a good thing to come in with is milk, which you gain from cows by milking them. Appears we have lava here, which is caught this on fire. And I don't feel like getting on fire, so I'm just going to fall down more. And once we get to the point, I can technically pillar up, which will be dangerous, but I'll show you how to do that as well. The 1 to 2 rules that you always hear is don't dig down, straight down. If you have to dig down, I recommend digging like this. And just don't do this. That's kind of a poor way to end up in a hole, either falling into a cave or falling into lava or so forth. Pillaring up, I'll show you that once I decide to get out of here. But let's take a look around into the ravine more proper. Again, I do apologize for the mouse. It's going to be probably a little while before I get a new mouse. should be soon. I may borrow another mouse from somewhere because this thing is drugging me. Yes, drugging me up the wall. And there we get one spider spawner. They're tinier, and they can fit in smaller gaps. You can actually turn this into a spawning trap if you prefer. I don't. I see the use for it, but I don't like them. And you just destroy it like such. Lapis. Lapis at the longest time used to be worth nothing. It's good for dyeing, making fancy blocks out of it. But now lapis is an essential item. More so than diamond and gold. Being the fact, I mean, diamond or gold, depending on what your situation is. If you're playing UHC, gold is very important. But lapis is just as important because of the fact of the new enchanting system in 1.8 requiring lapis. So, you see lapis, you take it, no matter what. Lapis, I could see on a multiplayer server becoming a new currency of choice to be used by players as a currency for the fact that you need one piece of lapis for low tier, and two, and the highest tier needs 3 pieces of lapis. So if you want to do a 30 level enchant, you're going to need lapis. So let's just do this. And a good way of as I think I've already previously mentioned, is putting torches on one side of the wall. So if you do it on this side, okay, well I'm going towards the torches, that means I'm going out. And if I see them on this side of the wall, I'm going away from the torches, I'm also going out. But I prefer doing the down method because it lights up a lot more than just that. Because I'm more worried about spawning mechanics than I am about finding my way out. At the moment, let's check in and see what's down here. And I'll show you how to do the water torch trick. So come over to one of these things. Pow! That gets rid of the water, and it will drop your torch. And can you believe that? This mouse made me drop 3. Okay. And we're down to redstone level, which would be 13. Cool. I failed to come in here with a bucket. So another thing should come in here is when you do caving is a bucket of water. If you do anything with lava, such as build with lava, also another recommended thing is a bucket of water. And don't build a house out of wood. Just don't. Unless you want to see your house burn up in fire. I mean, there are ways of making wooden houses with lava or fire. It's really hard. It's a real pain in the ass to do because you have to insulate the lava, insulate the wood from the lava, and so forth and such. I usually build my houses out of stone, and if I do put wood in, it's usually like a foundation block. And I don't really build big houses. I'm not a big house builder. Really not a. I can't say I'm not a builder. I build more industrial stuff, roads, factories, tunneling. That's the type of stuff I do. Railroad. You want a railroad system? I could build it. I have a few builds in mind. If I ever do a single player or get onto a multiplayer server with some Joes, yeah, I have a idea in mind to what my first house will be. It's not going to be an easy house, but it's a house that if I'm going to play on a multiplayer server, it would be a lot easier than it is now. I'm going to keep going down until we find diamond. So always go down. If you have the opportunity to go down, take the opportunity. We got some gold here. Pick this up and use this to make a clock, and also to make beacons and armor and weapons if I really want to. Not particularly. And also build golden apples. Either the normal standard golden apple or notch apple, and also make potions of healing. Well, I think that's it for today. Since we can't see the time, the day, I've actually set a timer for this. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll continue on in this. I'm going to stop gives me pause it. I'm gonna continue on in this cave, hopefully find diamonds, and once we find diamonds, we're gonna work our way out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Okay, bye bye.